TrendSynth, where AI meets insight.
Over the past few years, grocery stores worldwide have experienced inexplicable overnight shortages of basic staples. Feta cheese, cucumbers, and cottage cheese have all suddenly vanished from refrigerated aisles. A 15-second viral video now has the power to disrupt a global commodity market faster than a climate disaster or a trade war. This phenomenon is the algorithmic demand shock. Digital recommendation engines have breached the physical world. By dictating human attention at scale, they create violent, unpredictable shortages that break the foundational logic of traditional commerce. Modern algorithms curate content based on real-time engagement rather than follower counts. When a specific recipe gains momentum, these engines distribute it to highly targeted demographic segments, synchronizing the purchasing habits of millions of people within hours. This graph shows the intensity of that shift. A historical sales baseline remains flat right up until the trend hits. Then, demand spikes as much as 300% within a narrow 14-day window. Traditional retail supply chains cannot see this coming. A standard corporate forecast relies on months of lagging sales history. That model continues on a flat line, completely missing the vertical demand surge. Legacy supply chains are mathematically blind to algorithmic velocity. Regional inventories are often wiped out before corporate procurement even notices a trend exists. When shelves empty, why don't factories simply scale up? To see the bottleneck, we have to look inside a modern dairy processing facility. Dairy processing is governed by rigid chemistry. It takes a massive 100 pounds of raw skim milk to yield just 15 pounds of cottage cheese curd. Factories cannot accelerate this cycle. Raising pasteurization temperatures to speed up the run destroys the curd structure, yielding a low-quality product with a short shelf life. Expanding production requires massive capital expenditure. Industrial vats and pasteurizers are built to order, with lead times of 12 to 18 months, and increasing output often requires municipal permits to handle the massive volumes of acidic whey. A manufacturer cannot alter the laws of chemistry or bypass industrial construction timelines to satisfy a 14-day digital trend. Eventually, the shockwave hits the ultimate physical wall, the dairy cow itself. Increasing the raw milk supply requires expanding the herd, a process bound by a 283-day bovine gestation period. There is a secondary biological lag. A newborn calf requires another 24 months of development before it can join the lactation cycle. Nature's timeline cannot be hacked to match the speed of the internet. Viral trends burn out quickly. Industry data shows that consumer interest in these fads usually collapses within 6 to 8 months. This creates a double penalty. Retailers lose revenue to stockouts during the peak, only to end up with warehouses full of rotting excess inventory just as the trend dies. This overcompensation creates a severe bullwhip effect, destabilizing commodity pricing for every other buyer in the market. In the era of social media, relying on lagging historical sales data is a formula for financial waste. Surviving this volatility requires demand-sensing software. These AI systems ingest leading indicators, like social media hashtag velocities, search terms, and real-time point-of-sale data to predict demand shifts weeks before shelves empty. This allows for active demand shaping. If an ingredient is bottlenecked, retailers can adjust promotions and search rankings to redirect attention toward high-stock alternatives. The global supply chain is transitioning from a reactive, historical posture to an agile, predictive network. The social media For You page is now a volatile macroeconomic force. These recommendation engines bypass traditional market signals, centralizing unprecedented power over purchasing behavior. Algorithms now dictate the physical flow, pricing, and availability of global commodities.